Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Paul Wooten here, WRF Customs. Doing a little update here. I am still working on my part 2 and 3 of my collecting through the years. I had to do number 2. I had to start over on the second one a couple times and didn't really like the way it came out. So I'm still working on that one. But anyway, just another shout out to all my subscribers. I appreciate everybody subscribing, liking, and commenting. If you haven't seen the video just before this one, little Miss Sasha tearing up a McDonald's ice cream cone, you can check that out. That I think she could smell an ice cream cone a mile away. We usually get my wife get one and I'll get one and I'll eat on it till I get home, and I'll sneak in the house and head to my desk over here, and I'll let Sasha go ahead and go outside, and as fast as she sees Tanya, my wife's ice cream cone, she don't go for her. She comes running in here knowing that I've got one for her, and she that just tickles me to death whenever she loves that ice cream cone. But anyway, all you winners that were the winners of the contest, I've been laying out the designs of those dairies this weekend. I've already got them painted. It's going to probably take me just a little bit to get them going. I've got a few orders that just started rolling in. Everybody's going to start wanting their Christmas customs. I get a lot of businesses that ask me to put their company logos on them and do 20, 30, 40 of those. Starting on those already. So it's fixing to start getting busy at WRF Customs. I'm going to let you guys join me on some of these processes. I'm going to take you guys out in the garage, and I've got a little bit better cell phone now that'll work out there in the shop a little better. So cooler things to come, but I wanted to just kind of update you guys. I don't know if you guys see this Hot Wheels shirt right here. I've got all kinds of Hot Wheels shirts, but this particular Hot Wheels shirt here was released probably 10 years ago. Cracker Barrel had them. As soon as we had found out that Cracker Barrel was stocking them, Cracker Barrel, the home of Cracker Barrel is just down the road about an hour, Lebanon, Tennessee. And so we've probably got the most Cracker Barrels in this area than probably anybody does. So we hit just about all the Cracker Barrels, bought as many as we could afford at the time. I think it were like 9 something, 10 something, and then when we found them, they was clearancing them. So we bought around and went around all the Cracker Barrels and bought what they had, bought all the kids stuff, and we was selling them at flea market, and we was selling them at shows, and did real well with them. But I wished I would have kept more than I did, but I didn't. I think we got one, or this actually may be my wife's, but anyway, yeah, everything's doing good. So it's starting to get really busy with the customs. Working on some other videos, really enjoying everybody else's videos that I've been putting out. Some of you guys are getting crazy. But it's kind of what it is. We have to entertain each other, whatever it takes. So I guess this video is kind of going to be about something that maybe some of you new collectors have never tried. Maybe all your old collectors have done it and just kind of brushed it off and never want to do it again. So this is to the new guys out there that want to try something pretty easy, really simple custom, probably the simplest custom you possibly can do. It requires no taking apart of the car whatsoever, no wheel swaps, no nothing. But the only thing you have to do is kind of buy a light colored car. You need to have a white, a silver, a light gray, a yellow will work. But it's Dye and Hot Wheels. If you go to your local grocery store, wherever you may want to go, this Rit Dye right here, this is a wine color. And they make, they make, if you go to their website, I think they have probably 30 different colors. But anyway, you go to your grocery store, you're going to probably find a blue jean blue, this wine color. You'll probably find a pink, green. There's a whole bunch of colors. I've got a bunch of different colors. But anyway, it's in a powder form. And what you do is, I have a microwave in my shop out there just for this reason. Just an old beat up microwave I found on the side of the road. I don't cook food in it. I only warm water up in it. So what I do is I get these little bowls, little Tupperware bowls. Oh, I should have got some, but little clear Tupperware bowls. Fill them up with water. Take out about, a spoonful of this, pour it in it, stir it up, put it in the microwave, let it heat up real good, run it for about a minute, minute and a half. You don't want it boiling, but you want it pretty close. And then you take your light colored Hot Wheels and you'll drop them in there. The longer you leave them in there, the darker they get. You can interrupt the dyeing process by bringing up out of the hot water, dipping them in the cold water, looking at how you like them. If you don't like if it's not dark enough, you can put it back in the Rit Dye, let it sit for a little while longer. Now, your plastic part, you get this water too hot, your plastic parts will melt, so you don't want to get that hot. But here's something else I do. Don't try this at home, but it hasn't blown up yet. They say don't put metal in microwaves, and it's not a good idea. But I have found that I did it by accident, and it hadn't messed up, so I continue to do it. I was going to heat the water back up on one of they got cool. I forgot that I had left a Hot Wheel in the little tub because it was in a dark dye and I couldn't see it. So I put it back in the microwave, put it in there for another minute and a half. I pulled it out and I felt something moving around in there. I said, "Oh crap! I left a card in there." Well, I said, "Well, there wasn't no sparks, didn't explode." So I took it out. And it got really dark. It dyed the car really, really dark. So I still do that whenever I want to get one pretty dark. But and the cool thing about this dye is it's reusable. So what I do is after I dye a bunch of cars that I'm going to dye, when I'm done, I pour it into a little Gatorade bottle with a screw on top, label on the outside of it what color it is, and then I've got some out there that's been out there probably 3-4 years. I haven't dyed cars in probably 5 years, so if I want to go out there and start dyeing more cars, I've got all the colors that I need already in Gatorade bottles. I'll just pour them back into a Tupperware tub, heat it back up, and dye away. They also sell this in liquid. While it's more concentrated, I don't really recommend one or the other, but you can find more colors in this one, and it's a little bit cheaper. I think this little packet here is $2 maybe, but a little dab will do it. Anyway, so just to kind of show you guys what the effects of these are. I don't have this particular vehicle in white anymore, but I did these when they first came out. These were first editions back 2003, 2004. But this was a little cameo Chevy truck that was released. This one here is a yellowish orange, and this truck was white. If you can look at the wheels even will dye on some of these vehicles. Like that one's gold. You can barely catch the glimpse of it. Here's one that is a dark, it's almost like a salmon color. You see the wheels? It dyed the wheels, but it didn't dye the engine, and it didn't dye the bumpers, but it did dye the wheels that salmon color. It don't happen every time, but it's cool when it does. Here is a purple one. This one actually turned purple, but it's kind of a blue jean blue, a navy blue. See, the wheels didn't really turn on that one. And then you've got this dark rose color. If you look, it dyed the wheels on that. You can tell it dyed those. But the truck, and there's a pink. It's a light pink. This was probably a rose color. And then this was kind of a brown maybe, but it didn't. Hard to tell what color that one is. But this Hummer was a yellow, and I don't remember what color I used, but it turned. The color's mustard right now. These blings, 300C. I got a whole video I want to do on these blings. Out of all those crazy castings they did with the with ooze and the hard nose and these blings are the ones that I like the most out of all those crazy castings they did in the Hot 100 that they did with all the 100 first editions and all that stuff. But this one was silver and it turned gold, and this one was silver and it turned a green. And let's see what else. This here was a more of a copper color, not a copper color, but a goldish color, and it turned like a reddish stuff. And it didn't affect. These are real. These are just one of the ones out of the. That one's not even a. Forget that one. That one right there was taken apart and had a base swap on it. That one was mixed in there. All right, here's a Firebird that came out. This was white. Now it's pink. A light pink. This one here turned into a weird color. I don't even know what color it is, but it changed it from white to kind of a grayish color. This was a silver Mustang. It's turned gold. This was a silver 66 Chevy Nova. It turned it orange. See, it leaves the tampos there. Most of the time it doesn't mess with the wheels. This was a silver 300C, faster than ever. It actually turned it kind of a burgundy color. This was a silver Mustang, turned blue. Black hood, stayed black. This was another color, silver Mustang, kind of gave it a little different color. This is the La Traca. This was a white truck, turned a different color. 64 Lincoln was white. It's light pink. I did a bunch of these cars pink like that. I was dyeing a bunch of white cars pink because I was doing downhill racing at a bunch of shows across the United States years ago. That'll be in one of my future videos about my racing, but I was doing the Autorama shows all around the East Coast, and we was doing downhill racing. And about the only way I could get the little girls to race was have pink cars. So I would make a whole line of all kinds of pink cars so that they would participate. Here's a Ferrari 333 SP. It was white. Now it's a goldish orange color. I think that's it. But I'm gonna do a video. You can even hunt YouTube. There's other people that do these custom jobs with the Rit Dye. But me and my son and daughter did it for years. We actually did it for instead of hunting, coloring Easter eggs, we colored their Hot Wheels. So something cool to do on Easter. I know Easter's a long way from now, but it's still a pretty cool little project to do. Just I went for a long time just hunting nothing but white cars. I'd buy every white car I found just so I could do dye stuff like this. But anyway, hope you guys, I didn't bore you guys with these Rit Dye customs. Like I said, you don't have to take them apart. They're undrilled apart. It doesn't hurt anything. All the interior windshields, as long as you don't get it very hot. Just the longer you leave it in there, the darker it gets, and sometimes it will dye the wheels on the cars. And from what I'm understanding, that it doesn't actually dye the paint; it actually dyes the clear coat. The clear coat is what the dye gets into, and it changes the color. That's my best of my understanding. Because if you try to clear coat one of these after you dyed it, the clear coat kind of like just separates the dye from the original clear coat that's on the car. But all right, we're done going into it and said bye twice. Thanks for checking in, and more videos to come. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you.